Welcome back to the Rivers Experience. Basically what we're going to be doing today is, well, different than what I planned on doing. I was planning on coming in here and working on redoing this knife. I was going to change the shape of it a little bit and, you know, put a new handle on it. It's a knife that we had for a really long time, but the wooden handle just kind of deteriorated away. So I'm going to change the shape of it. I've done another knife and I really liked how it came out. I did the handle with skateboard material, and I'm going to end up doing it a little bit different, and I'm going to be using a piece of material where Keegan and I had actually laminated a bunch of skateboard material together, and I'm going to square this up and actually cut it down so that I can use it in a handle fashion. So see how that goes. But before I do that, I think it's about time to replace the desk, a little workbench. I've had this for a long time, ever since I first actually started reshaping or redoing this shop. I'm so used to reshaping things that that's where I automatically go. Once I started redoing the shop and actually did all the sheetrock work and all the pegboard and everything, I had this in here, and I've got all this extra material plus a bunch of 2x4s and things like that I figure it's about time to go ahead and make this an actual workbench. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. It's not really a how-to, it's more of a this is just what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna take you all along for the ride, and here we go. Alright, so I went ahead and got this mounted up. All I did was double layer these. The outsides aren't going to have that much weight on them, so I wasn't that worried about those. But got everything tied in, and it's underneath this because that MDF is going to butt straight up to this and come around, and I'm going to put a plate on the wall back there so that it can actually go all the way to the wall. But yeah, I have these to where they go around that and come into here, and then they are screwed in on here so that this is completely sturdy. I went ahead and got these cut. They came out really well. And it is 4 pieces, so it's 1 seam, 2 seam, 3 seam, 4. Cut them out with 4 pieces, and they came out really well. So it tucks all the way around there, and then tucks all the way around there. So I went from, I'll back up a little bit. I went from basically about 8 feet of space on there to, at the narrowest, it's 10 feet. At the widest, it's almost 12 feet. So I gained a lot of square footage when it comes to the actual countertops. And now if I want, down here, I can actually put shelves to be able to house things, as opposed to having everything on the floor. I can then put it all in there. So I'm super happy with how this turned out. I still need to fasten it down. I'm going to use my brad nailer to actually, you know, do it all so that they set all nice and flush. How's it going? Alright, so we got that workbench set up for Toby, and we've had it for a little while, but we hadn't, you know, I hadn't had a ton of time to get it put together, so I figured before I came out here and started working on the rest of my workbench, I'd go ahead and get his wrapped up, and he absolutely loves it, so I'm really happy about that. Now, what we're going to be doing today is kind of continuing the workbench process here. I've got to actually take my mini vise that's right here. I've got to take that guy and grab this. Got to take this guy right here off of this and mount it to the actual workbench. So that's one of the things that we're going to go ahead and do. I haven't really decided where I want it on here. I'm thinking that it will probably be right about right here. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is reinforce underneath it. So there's 2x4 here reinforcing this seam that's right here. And there's another 2x4 right here, right by where this actual upright is that is holding that in. Now I've got these 2x4s doubled up on this leg, so putting it close to here is going to be one of the best spots, but I'm going to run a 2x4 flat across the under part of the countertop, and then I'm going to bolt through that. So I'm going to end up screwing that in and screwing it in on either end, and then we're going to bolt through that to actually mount it on here. But first, I'm going to take it and unbolt it off of this. We're going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll start working on that part. Alright, so got the vise mounted. I'm really happy with this location. I think it's going to come in handy with a few things that I have coming up that I'm going to be trying to vlog about. I've got, some cool things coming up. Hopefully y'all stay tuned and watch them. And yeah, as it pertains to this, I'm happy that the Workbench came out how it did. I've still got a few more things to actually do with it, but as of right now, it is pretty set up. I like having the vise right there. But yeah, so if you have any questions about what I did or anything like that, just leave a comment and I will try to explain it. If y'all think of anything that I could do to modify my videos or add things to it or take things out of them if they're too long, just let me know in the comment section, and yeah, I'll do my best to actually, take that feedback and progress. So super happy about that. This is the end of this one, and I just hope y'all are having an amazing day and enjoy this video. If you do, go ahead and give me a little thumbs up, give me a like. If you don't, give me some criticism. let me know what I can change. Other than that, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.